Okay, good morning and welcome to Vinnie's Apron. Today we have some special guest hosts that are hanging out with us. Jarek, who is there, and he's wearing Vinnie's apron today, and Dominic. Dominic is here. He's these are my neighbors, and they're awesome kids, and they're great at making stuff. So I asked them to help me make this stuff today. I thought it was best that we stepped away from making bread and making guacamole to do something kind of fun and something that kids will like. And that is chocolate chip cookies. How can you go wrong with chocolate chip cookies? I'm not going to eat any because I'm trying to be healthy, but it's for the children. Okay, so first things first, remember that the other day we made some bread. Well, I got to take off the hook and set that to the side, and I've got to put on the regular beater. And I'll just throw that on there. And the first thing that I want inside of my cooking for my cookies is sugar. And I need two kinds of sugar. And I need 3/4 cups of this first sugar. And that sugar is white sugar. So I'm going to put 3/4 cups in there. Is that good? Did I do good, Dominic? There's 2. And there's 3. So there's my sugar. And this recipe also calls for some brown sugar. So I need to, hopefully it's soft, I need to get some brown sugar. And with brown sugar, you want to pack it in there as much as you can. All the brown sugar, every time you have brown sugar in a recipe, it's always asking for packed brown sugar. So make sure that you pack it in there. You can see I'm just using the bag. And then I dump it in. And then here's my third one. This is 3/4 cups of each. And there's my third one. And again, you can see that I've packed it down in there. And when it comes out as just like a big glob, all packed together. Well, now that we've put that in there, we need to add a few things to it. And one of the things that we want to add is a cup of butter. 1 cup of butter, right?
After 1 cup of butter?
I think so. Hold on 1 second, though. Let's put this in there. And this is softened butter. So I've let this sit out for about an hour, just so it's room temperature. So it's really soft and it can blend in good with my sugar. And I put that in there. And now I want to put my blender down in there and I'll turn it on so it's locked down. And then Dominic is going to hit the on button. He's going to make it start to stir. So there we go. It's going to slowly stir. And we're going to let that go while we add in a few more things. One of the things that we're going to add in is, what is that? Vanilla. Vanilla. And we've already prepared these portions. And so we'll dump that in. Whoops, almost lost that in there. Hey, when we have to add in a teaspoon of vanilla, do we just do 1 teaspoon or do we do something bigger?
What?
We do a tablespoon, right? Because vanilla is awesome. I learned from somebody, I don't know who it was, but to always do 1 tablespoon for every teaspoon a recipe asks for. And that could be wrong, but man, it tastes so good.
It smells good.
It does smell good already, right? Now these other ingredients, we've set these to the side, right? Because now we're gonna need some flour and some salt and baking soda. And again, we've got these already pre-measured, so they're ready to go. But the last thing that we want to put in this mix are our eggs, and our eggs help our butter and our sugar to kind of blend together. Now we probably should have waited longer on this, but we're too excited, so we're gonna put the eggs in now. I really should have waited for those to blend in that butter. You really want the butter and the sugars to become kind of this big, nice, just smooth. You want it to be smooth. You don't want to see the individual grains. Go ahead and turn it on, Beth. Let's do this. So now we're going to help that out, just that whole mixture, because I should have added the vanilla with the eggs after the butter and sugar are smooth, but I was kind of excited because I got these guys on the show and I don't want to disappoint them. So put in your sugar and then your butter, and then mix that till it's creamy. Once it's nice and creamy and you can't see the sugar anymore, then put in the vanilla and the eggs. But this is, how does that look down in there, Dominic? Is that looking nice and creamy now? See, now it's doing perfect. We're feeling good about this. So we're gonna crank it up one. Sorry, Dominic. And now that butter's, there was a little bit of butter that wasn't totally softened, but now it's totally getting mixed in. What do you think of that, Jared? Can you see it from there?
Pretty good.
It's looking pretty good, huh? We're gonna let that go for a minute. While we're letting that go, when these guys first came over, we had some cake, and we had chocolate cake and vanilla cake. And I said to Dominic and Jared, "Hey, you guys want a piece of cake?" And Dominic was like, "I don't want the chocolate cake. I don't want any. I just want the vanilla." And I said, "Well, Italians, we always eat everything that is given to us because it's rude not to eat other people's food." And Dominic said that you weren't going to have any cake either, were you? Which kind did you want, the chocolate or the vanilla?
Both.
You wanted both?
I both too.
And you wanted both too? But then you ate some, and then I don't think Dominic wanted to eat all of his cake. And I said, "You know what happened if I didn't eat all of my cake? They would eat one of my fingers. Because it's rude not to eat it's rude not to eat other people's food." And so Dominic said that he wasn't going to eat the... It's rude not to eat people's food. We didn't really... Wait. Everyone go like this. Oh, he's got all of his fingers. We didn't really eat it. No fingers were eaten today. That was just a threat, right? That was awesome. That was good. High five. Okay, so now we're all mixed up. Thanks for that. That was an awesome story. That was perfect. Okay, now that we've got it all mixed up, we're going to stop it. Go ahead and stop it for me, Chef Dominic. Sweet. One more click. One more. Yeah, so we'll turn it all the way off, and we're just going to lift this. Oops, I got to unlock it. We're going to lift that up, and you can see a little bit chunkier than we want it, but that's close enough for what we're trying to do. In here now, we need to put 2 1/4 cups of flour. So here's my first cup of flour. I'm going to throw that in. Here's my second chunk of flour. Put that in. And then I want to use my 1/4 cup to make sure I get the right measurement. Here's my 1/4 cup. So 2 1/4 cups flour. And I'm just going to make kind of a little well there, because inside of that I kind of cheat. Remember that I still have to add my salt, and I'll just put that on top of the flour. And I still have to add my baking soda, and I'll just put that on top of the salt and the flour. And the reason that I do it that way, I really should mix them in a separate bowl, but I'm lazy. And I'm trying to show you guys quick, easy ways to make this food. All I have to do now is, because I've got it mixed together on top of the flour, it's going to just mix in and sift in really good. Yep, let's go ahead and turn it on, Chef Dominic. So now, we can leave it on 1 for now. Now we're just going to let that mix again. And was there another story that we were going to tell? Or was it just the one story? Just the one story? Yeah. Does that smell good? I think it's coming out pretty good. What do you think? Can you smell it over there?
Smells pretty good.
Right? That's awesome. Okay, so our cookie dough is mixing up. And we have to add one more thing in. And that is semi-sweet chocolate chips. And we're going to wait for a second to put them in. We just want to make sure that this is mixed down pretty good.
And then last, we bake them.
Then last we bake them. Look at it. Look how good it's coming together, you guys.
Wow.
These are going to be the best cookies ever. Chocolate chip cookies are always like the best cookies.
Whoa. Sometimes I get cookies from my neighbor's house.
Yeah? Now you're getting cookies from your neighbor's house today, huh?
We're watching a bug show. That guy said, "Delicious."
Are you serious?
Delicious.
Delicious. Okay, so I'm gonna crank it up a little bit. Watch your nose. We're gonna get that to blend together really good, real quick. One last little blend, and now we're gonna throw in some chocolate chips.
Yeah. Well, one piece.
I saw it go flying away. That was funny, huh? No one on camera saw it though. That was off camera, I think. Big chunk of cookie dough came flying out. Okay, so now we're gonna lock that again just so it doesn't kick up and turn that on, Chef Dominic.
To 1.
Turn it on, Chef Dominic.
1.
And now it's gonna mix in the chocolate chips. So now it's pretty much done. So when we put out, now we're just gonna put out a pan and we're gonna scoop our cookie dough onto the pan.
And then
What are we gonna? Yeah. What are we gonna use to scoop it with?
Spatula.
Not a spatula. We're gonna use an ice cream scoop. This is my favorite. The reason why I use an ice cream scoop is when you scoop this and leave it, I just put it right on top. As it heats up and melts down, it forms these big, giant, beautiful round cookies. And the big, beautiful round cookies are nice and thick because this top of this dome is slowly melting down and pushing out, and it's making this perfect chewy cookie. And I like big cookies. I like big cookies. Okay, so now that we have that all mixed, I think we're done. Do you think we're done, guys? I'm gonna blend it up real crazy first. I think we fixed it. Now, what do we have to do before we put it on the cookie sheet? We have to test it. So let's get some, guys. Get some cookie dough. Get in there, Jared. You guys got a little. Look how much I got. I got a lot.
Me too.
And so, that is how you make chocolate chip cookies. Easy as that. Preheat the oven before you start this. Turn your oven on 350. And then let that warm up. Oven's already warm. We actually made some cookies already. And here we have some beautiful, big, thick cookies. There you go, guys. Grab one. Oops, I should have got a spatula. Whoops, that one didn't come off good.
This one does not want to let go.
We should have got a spatula to get them up off. But now finished cookies, and our video is done. Thanks for watching Vinnie's Apron. Tell the camera, you guys. Thanks for watching Vinnie's Apron.
Thanks for watching Vinnie's Apron.